Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some interesting things to go over. New events are now live in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We have some Nintendo Direct updates. We have a massive rumor for a full Generation 10 Pokedex that has popped up as well. Again, going to be covering it all today. If you're excited for the video, drop a like down below. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, the new 7-star raid event is now live in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. It is Emboar, the new electric type Terra raid. So we have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, the latest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra raid battle event is now live. Emboar is in 7-star Terra raid battles until the 16th of June at 23:59 UTC. So of course this is the first weekend of it. We'll have the same thing next weekend, and then another starter Pokemon will probably be announced, or a mass outbreak event or something like that. This is what the Emboar is rocking. So it has the Reckless ability, level 100, electric Terra type. It's a brave nature. It has Flare Blitz, Drain Punch, Wild Charge, Head Smash, and then the additional moves are Bulk Up and Heat Crash. Of course has the Mightiest Mark. And then this is what happens when you get it to a certain amount of time remaining or HP remaining. So obviously shield activation, player stats and status reset, and then Emboar stats and status reset. Emboar uses Bulk Up, Emboar uses Bulk Up, Emboar uses Heat Crash when there's less HP remaining. The rewards you get from this raid, obviously your XP candies, your sour, your salties, your sweets, your bitters, your spicy, Herba Mystica. Again, they should have done this from the get-go. You know, they should have allowed Herba Mystica in all of these Terra raids. It would have been a lot better, yeah, you can now get them, which I guess is pretty good. So if you do want to kind of grind these raids to get these Herba Mystica, then, you know, hopefully best luck to you that you do get a lot of it. But either way, that's the new 7-star raid event. No idea who's going to be next. There's not many starter Pokemon left now. It's going to be interesting what happens when they get through all those starters. But either way, that is the new Emboar event. Moving on, we do also have this quickly to go over as well. Some new data mines about Pokemon Home. So new text updates tweeted out by the Pokemon group. Again, one of the main data mining accounts for Pokemon GO, and there's a couple of new features coming to the mobile game. So a new AR warning, high temperature caution in case your phone gets too hot, so maybe on like really sunny days, or you know, you're just completely overheating your phone, having like loads of things open or whatever. It will actually give you a warning saying, yo, your phone's hot, cool it down a little bit. And then also we have this, which is pretty interesting. So shall we let our Pokemon play at Pokestops and gyms? A new notification has been added with the following text. A Pokemon left to play at a Pokestop or gym will return to you when it's done. So I don't know what this means. Like, I don't think it's in regards to like gyms and stuff in terms of like defending so you can get coins, because obviously it talks about Pokestops as well. So it might be a new feature that maybe increases, I don't know, your buddy level or something like that. But maybe they just go and get like items or something. Like maybe you can send out a Pokemon a day to a certain Pokestop, and if they're there all day, maybe they come back and get you some items. Who knows? But either way, that looks like it's going to be a new gameplay feature coming to Pokemon GO very, very soon. And also various quests to power up different types of Pokemon, so that's probably going to be some sort of like event or something like that. But yeah, some really, really interesting kind of new features coming to Pokemon GO. I'm just really interested to see what this leaving a Pokemon at a Pokestop or a gym kind of thing is. But either way, that's that. Moving on, we have some new Nintendo updates to quickly go over as well. We have Necro Felipe here tweeting out saying Nintendo Japan announces maintenance for My Nintendo Store starting the 11th of June at 9 PM. Local time for approximately 12 hours. Obviously, this has already happened. During this period, it will be not possible to make purchases on the website, so that doesn't matter because it's already happened. However, though, this is the interesting information. So we have Telk here saying, Direct Tuesday before this maintenance. Obviously, this was on the 3rd of June. We didn't get a Direct this week. Would not make sense, so probably on Wednesday of the next week Direct, or towards the end of the month. So they're talking about this week coming up. So like week commencing the, what is it, the 16th? The week commencing the 17th of June. So the 21st will be the deadline before the meeting with shareholders. So should be getting the Direct by the 21st, which is next Friday. And obviously there's been a lot of rumors and talk about there being a Nintendo Direct on the 18th. There's been rumors and stuff about the 19th. So I heavily expect the Nintendo Direct to be next week. I'm still guessing it's going to be the 18th. I think that whole Among Us thing, they did accidentally leak it. So yeah, not very great from from the Among Us team there. But yeah, I'm expecting 18th. So we could get an announcement. Obviously, I'm recording this before any kind of announcement, but we could get the announcement on Monday for the Tuesday. We could get the announcement on the Tuesday for the Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see, but either way, it's looking like it's going to be before the 21st, because that's when the shareholder situation happens with Nintendo. So don't have to wait long at all. Hopefully there's some Pokemon stuff in it. We'll have to wait and see, but either way, that's the Nintendo update, that's the data mine update, and that's the new event update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, moving on, we have this new kind of post on 4chan and this new potential Pokedex as well for Generation 10. Now, I don't know how they would know this information already. Again, Generation 10 might be coming out next year. We really don't know. It's unlikely if Legends EA is coming out late next year. But this has popped up on 4chan. This popped up on the 14th of June. It's titled Generation 10. It says Gen 10 2026. Now, of course, I would expect the Pokedex to already be completed. All the Pokemon have probably already been designed and stuff like that for Generation 10. So if someone were to work at Game Freak and did want to leak it all, they probably could. But is it going to pop up on 4chan? Who knows? Take it with a massive grain of salt. Either way, if this is all fake, they put a lot of effort into it because they've made over 160 Pokemon with their types, their abilities, their sort of stats as well. So they put a lot of effort into this. So fair play to them. But either way, Generation 10 2026. So I'm a Game Freak employee and work mainly on character designs. Currently, our team is divided into 2 projects, Pokemon Legends EA and the 10th generation games. So that is like Team A and Team B, like we've known about that for a very, very long time. Generation 10, so far named Pokemon Olive and Sage. The project to which I'm assigned is far into development with an all new Pokemon have already been designed, with most missing few details like names and Pokedex descriptions. Most are missing those. I've compiled a list of the new Pokemon planned for Generation 10 with all the information I could add from the source code and creative team. So apparently Pokemon Olive and Pokemon Sage are going to be the Generation 10 games, which sounds kind of cool. I don't mind those names at all, but this was basically the Google Doc where all this information is from, where I've got all this information. You can just go to that link on the 4chan post that sent you to that Google document. Anyway, Generation 10 is based on Brazil. Brazil, I think, would make a really, really cool region. Again, I'm still really hoping for Australia, but Brazil, I'd be absolutely fine with. I don't mind that at all. It's a late 2026 release, so that would probably be like November 2026. Again, the 30th anniversary is in 2026. I've said all along that I think it makes the most sense for Generation 10 to come out in 2026. But at the same time, if it comes out late 2025, then it's going to be out ready for the 30th anniversary. Which would obviously be really, really good, because then when we go into the 30th anniversary on Pokemon Day, like Generation 10's already out. But obviously if it comes out 2026 itself, it's coming out like at the end of the 30th anniversary. So I can see both sides of the argument, but I just think it will come out 2026. I have very little information on what Legends EA is going to look like since I'm assigned to the secondary development team focused on Generation 10. I do, however, know over 20 new megas and forms are planned for its release, a few of which will be shown at Worlds in obviously 2024. All information is definitely not final and is more or less subjected to change. So quite a lot of new Mega Evolutions coming to Pokemon Legends EA as well, apparently. Over 20 new Megas and forms. Again, we don't know what the kind of cutoff is, whether it's like 15 Megas and 5 forms, or like 10 Mega Evolutions and 10 forms. We don't really know. But either way, that's kind of the backstory, how they know this information. Let's go into the Pokedex. So we have Snubby, which is, I won't read out the description because obviously there's 160 Pokemon to get through. We'll just go through these names, and again, they say that the names aren't finalized and stuff like that. But we have Snubby here, who's a Grass Bug type. I'm assuming is the starter, because we have like Grass, Fire, and Water. So Grass Bug isn't a great starter Pokemon, but either way, we have Snubby, we have Crash Hopper, and then we also have Clover Lord, which is Grass and Bug, and they all have the Overgrow ability. Their hidden ability is On Guard. And I won't go over the stats either, because obviously it'll just take forever. But either way, I'm assuming what people really want to know is obviously what the Pokemon are called and stuff. So we have Ember, we have Inflamount, and we have Beezle Burst, which are going to be Fire and Dark types, which is, you know, not too bad. You know, Fire Dark is an okay typing, I guess. And then we also have Jescargo, Magisi, and Gopher, which is going to be no, never mind. We have Adorable, Jescargo, and Magisi, I don't even know. Water and Fairy types, obviously Primarina Part 2. Next up, we have the Rodent, which is normal rock type, and we have Gopher and Diligente. And then we also have another normal type, which is Repossum, and also we have Mortuvif, which is going to be normal Ghost, which obviously is a really cool typing, only been given to Hisui and Zoroark so far. Next up, we have Meteor Ranger, which is going to be a Bug Fighting type, and we have Ledivice, which is going to be Bug Dark. We have Forfur, which is going to be Ghost, and we also have Foxtrot, which is also going to be a Ghost type. We have Litleo and Pyroar, which are going to be Poison and Steel typing, so obviously new regional forms of the Pyroar evolution line. So Poison and Steel obviously are not a bad typing at all. Obviously keep it away from ground types, but not bad in the slightest. We have Not So Macho, which is going to be Fire type, and then Mucho Macho, which is also going to be Fire type. We have Water Spot and Fireproof, which is going to be Water and Water fighting. We have Chirp Squeak, which is going to be normal flying, so I'm assuming that's a bird type or flying type. We have Rapiere, and we also have Chevillere, which is going to be fighting and flying type as well. We have Mudbray and Mudsdale, which are going to be fairy and steel types as well, so regional forms of the Mudbray evolution line. We also have Sinistea, which is going to be ghost type, so I don't know if that's another form of it or if it's just in the Pokedex. We have Champagne as well, which is going to be ghost dragon. We also have Hero Pan, which is going to be grass fairy, and we have Tianuki, which is also going to be a ground type. So that's the first 33. Moving on, we have Tanku Kettle, which is going to be ground type. Nosepass and Probopass becoming fairy and rock types, so regional forms of those two Pokemon. We have Sizzleveer and Terraconda, which is going to be fire and ghost. We have Nuzleaf and Divinitry, so Nuzleaf being a regional form of Nuzleaf, and then we also have a new evolution for it, which is Divinitry, which is going to be grass fire. We have Doduo and Dodrio, which is going to be water psychic. We also have Depressi, which is going to be water ghost. Lullaby and Privatide and Volkraken, which is going to be water, and water electric. We don't have a name for this one, but it's going to be fire, water. Staryu and Starmie, which is going to be dark psychic types, so some of the regional forms of those water type Generation 1 Pokemon. We have Sanguana, we have Prelizard, and we also have Mandrakaru, or whatever. We have them being Grass Dragon. We have Wormy and Whirlworm, which is going to be ground and dragon. We have Smokid and Blazelisk, which is going to be fire fairy. We also have another Pokemon, which is going to be water psychic. We also have Morvast, which is going to be dark fighting. Terraput, which is going to be ground. Doondog, which is going to be ground, and then another Pokemon that doesn't have a name, but it's going to be ground fighting. We also have Electric and Chocobolt. Love the name Chocobolt. Chocobolt is so good. And they're going to be electric flying as well. Moving on, we also have Nocia, which is going to be a poison type, and we also have Medicinus, which is also going to be a poison type as well. So I'm assuming that's something to do with like noses. Ponyta, which is going to be an electric type, and then we also have Lightning Steed, which is going to be electric dragon. So obviously a new kind of form of an evolution of Ponyta. We have Tangler and Tangrowth, which are going to be a normal electric. So a lot of regional forms in this game. A lot of Generation 1 regional forms as well, you can see. And we also have Ferroseed, which is going to be Fire Steel. And then Ignitro, which is also going to be Fire Steel. We have a Pokemon here, which is Rock Dragon. Doesn't have a name. We have Trisharkle, which is going to be Rock. Motor Sharkle, which is going to be Rock Dark. We have Spino Splash, which is going to be Rock Water. And then Empoltry, which is going to be... No, we have Soursidon, which is going to be Rock Water. I'm assuming these are fossils of this generation. We have Empoltry, which is going to be a dragon type. Foongus and Amoongus, which are going to be dark poison, so obviously new regional forms of those. We have Cutiefly, and we have Rizombe as well. So I don't know if Rizombe is supposed to be Ribombe, or they've just misspelled it or whatever, but either way, they're going to be bug dark, so new regional forms of those Generation 7 Pokemon. Camoufrog, which is going to be Poison Psychic, and that evolution with no name, which is also going to be Poison Psychic. We have Rubblegum, which is Rock Ghost, Gargoyle, which is going to be Rock Ghost, and also Phantasmor, which is also going to be Rock Ghost. We also have Jumpin' Jacks, which is going to be Fairy Fighting. We have Cyclic, which is going to be Psychic, and then we also have Trick Talk, which is also going to be Psychic. We have Socular, which is going to be Ghost, and we also have Nosferatu, which is going to be Ghost Dark. Moving on, we also have Solosis, which is going to be Grass Psychic, Duosion, and Ranunculus, so regional forms of those Psychic types, all being Grass Psychic. We have Cucadile and Oculka, which is going to be Fairy Dragon. We have Astrocub, Hibernor, and Nymphansmite, which are all going to be Bug Water, and then Bug Dragon, and the Nexoskeleton, which is also going to be Bug Dragon. We also have Indeedee, which is going to be Psychic Dark, so I guess a regional form maybe. Scolipede, also, which is going to be Bug Fighting. We have Roserade, which is going to be Grass Fighting. We have Snip, which is going to which is going to be Steel type. Coifer, which is Steel type. We have Aegis Smash, which is Electric Ghost. We have Jinx, which is going to be Water Dark. We have Mr. Crime, which is Bug Dark. And then we have Gatchin, which is also Ice type. And their evolution, which has no name, which is going to be Ice Dark. We have Fauna and also Bellumere and Narwaller, which are going to be Ice Grass, Ice Grass, and then Ice Steel. Another Pokemon with no name is going to be Normal Grass. We have Skidoo and Go-Go being Fire and then Fire Rock. We have Incineram, which is a really cool name, which is, I guess, going to be the evolution of Go-Go, which is also going to be Fire Rock. We have Util and Scarboster, which are also going to be Bug Rock. And then we also have Bidoof, Bibarel, and Bidood. So a new evolution of Bibarel, which is going to be Water, Water, and Water Fighting. We have Love Disc and Love Me Not, which is going to be Water Go. So a new evolution of Love Disc finally. And then we also have Combubble and Seaweed, and then also Enchantrix, which are all grass waters. We have another no-name Pokemon, which is Dragon Electric. And then we have Inkguana and Deceptile, which is going to be Dragon Psychic. Celestian, which is flying. We have Buzzion, which is going to be Bug. So I'm assuming that's a new evolution. Then we have Razclaw, which is going to be Dark. Casinotaur, which is Dark Steel. We have Armodrillo, which is Ground Dark. We have Pangolin, which is Rock Dark. And then we also have Amordrillo, which is Ground Steel. Buffet, which is Grass Electric. Maelstrom, which is Water Steel. And then Scarly which is also going to be Fire Fighting. 2 Pokemon that are Ghost Psychic and Fairy Flying that don't have any names. And then Chikorita, Bayleaf, and then Mechanium. Mechanium, I guess that means. So Flying, and Flying Steel. We have Litten, Torracat, and Incineroar, which are all going to be Rock types. And then we also have Sobble, Drizzile, and Gentlefin, which is going to be Fighting, and Fighting Ghost. So I'm assuming that's like new regional forms of those starter Pokemon. We have Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, which is going to be Ice, Ground, and Poison. A bit weird to have those after we just got Paradox forms for them, but either way. We have Titan Sage, which is Poison, Ice. We have Diamond Toys, which is going to be Rock Dragon. We have Gorgold, which is going to be Fire Fury. And then Hoot Cypher, which is going to be Flying. And then Hoots, I guess that's just a different form, which is going to be Ground Fire. So, yeah, I mean, hey, it's very well put together. There's some interesting names in there, but, you know, if this is fake, fair play, because they obviously put a lot of time and effort into this. But either way, let me know your thoughts on this Generation 10 rumor. Do you think it is true or not? I think it's very unlikely, but either way, let me know your thoughts on that. And then also everything else that we covered today as well, the Nintendo updates, and then also the data mines, and make sure you do the Emboar raid if you want to as well. That's everything from me. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.